Hello everyone, ZMiner99 here, and welcome back for another episode here on the Building the Kingdom server. Today, we're actually going to try and make some progress on some of our projects. That typically does not happen in episodes. Yeah, I know. It is an issue, but I've been doing a little bit of work as always, or not necessarily always, but as usual, I guess. In between episode recordings, that roof has not been repaired. That's not my shop, but that has not been repaired yet. I did a little more stocking of the wood shop. I actually don't have anything to throw in there at the moment because I already threw everything I had in there. We do have some more ores and stuff. I don't remember. Okay, I had enough diamond ore. I forgot what kind of ores I had enough of. I did break one of my silk touch netherite pickaxes. I wasn't paying attention to how low it was getting on durability, so we're one shorter on that, and all of these ores I have plenty of as well. So I guess that means the one that we actually are restocking is gravel. And no orders. Okay. Perfect. I guess I can check the chests that are selling stuff that's not being sold in the chest shop things. Whatever they're called. Chest shop. Quick shop. There we go. I still only have one emerald. I need more emerald ore for the shop. And yes, I'm yawning, and it is the afternoon. Anyways, so Skippy's shop is being raided. Perfect. Anyways, so for today, we are probably going to be working, we're going to try and get something done with our castle over here. I remember last episode we said we were going to try and, get some of this room built. So we need, I'm tired today for some reason, my brain is at least, to start making the item sorters. I don't have a lot of resources for them at the moment, so there'll need to be some more resource gathering. But first things first, we need to actually start making the storage that we're going to have. So let's grab, I have this, I think I need my redstone box, right? Redstone. Might as well grab that. General building. You know what? I have another ender chest on me. I like to keep two. See, restock coal mine. Okay, I think this is what we need. We're not really gonna be working on the actual design, how it's gonna look today, because we don't, I don't think we're going to be getting that far. I don't have a ton of time to record because I spent the first half of the morning mining and getting XP to repair tools so I can continue to mine. Oh gosh, no. Darn it. Well, I'm gonna have to get back here. Blue glass pane. Oh, I remember why I have that. I haven't cleaned out my inventory. This wooden axe and this pane are actually from when I was making a portal, which actually, maybe I should go over there first. Before I forget and show you what I did. On the server, we decided that we wanted to have a loot world. So, essentially, just a world we can go to and get loot from. And that is over at spawn. So what we did, and you'll remember this world if you've been around here for a while, but the last one of these server, or the last Building the Kingdom server, which technically had a YouTube series, but that's been removed because I did not like how it turned out. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to leave everything up on my channel. Just discontinue series. So technically that was season 1, but this is actually our season 1, so at any rate, I have this portal. As you can see, it has the light blue glass in it, so kind of like another portal. I didn't have to use the obsidian, I just did. Actually, I don't think you have to use a border block at all. I just used the obsidian just because it could. Old broken portal over there. But yeah, here we are. This is the old server world. Someone has put signs. Oh, this is from the rail station that I donated towards and never... Yeah, nothing ever actually happened with it. Yeah, this is as far as it went. Like, pretty much that, and then it ran a little ways out that way. That way. So, I guess I'll just go around the old world for a sec and show kind of what it is. This was my starter house, and in this one, it's kind of interesting because I actually tried building, and I tried some different building techniques I'd never used before. So, kind of fun. Definitely very interesting. I didn't go back to doing things this way on the new server world. And by the way, we can't break anything on here. Everything's set to adventure mode, so yeah. But our inventory stays the same, so we're able to kill things, loot all of our old stuff. I don't plan on doing that really. That's going to be just something that the other people can do. I like to leave it as is. Not that button. That button. This is my shop, or one of my shops, my mining shop. As you can see, just normal shop, but I had, and I think I might have ripped it off. Nope, it still's here. This was my smelter system on this server. So you can see I had locking. I don't know why. Oh, I can't interact with it. I had locking, or this system to lock the hoppers so that I could get XP out of the furnaces. Essentially just a bulk smelter. All of these spots were fueled by lava. It pretty much always was full if I came up because I had this down here. So, yeah. I did a little bit of mining. Now that I look at it, you know, this doesn't seem like that much. Well, I mean, I guess well, those are all really short tunnels because that was why I saw the iron pickaxes. But pass down this way, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I didn't do a bunch of the branch mining here. I know I did somewhere, but anyways, I was hauling this out, thinking of maybe making a base down here, but ended up just getting a ton of diamonds instead. But what I really want to show is my castle, and you guys may be thinking that not that. I have elytra, I can use it. That this was my castle. No, that's actually SA80's castle. My castle was over this direction. That is what is supposed to be, I believe, the Enterprise. The next generation one. My brother was trying to build a model of it and never finished it. We'll just put it that way. This is where it ended. And then this is the castle. If I ever refer to the Nether Brick Castle, this is what I am referring to. While I would like to finish it at the same time, you know, it is in the past. It's the old world, whatever. So I tried to do this. The idea with it was to have this castle, you know, of course, be all nether brick, 3-block thick walls, nether brick on both sides. I was originally planning on putting obsidian in the middle of it. Oh, this is not a sword which can one-shot these guys. Okay. But I ended up putting cobblestone in the middle of the walls. As you can see there, I was laying out this wall to start it. Okay. This was the inside of the tower, the first tower that I made here. Lever. Another portal. But the virtue of this base, one of the things I was going for, one of the challenges I had for myself, other than the grindy bit of getting all the netherrack, it was to do all of make it 100% spawn proof. And aside from having the lanterns around the rims and things like that of everything, it was going to be because of half slabs and carpets. So that's why inside of here, the light level is fairly low. I do have the light in the ceiling here that's turned on and off by that. But up top here, down here in the base here, all of this is spawn proof. And I have light in the floor in the middle just so that I'm not in the dark. These are not spawn proof, but that's okay. My storage system was down here. And I guess if we wanted to loot something, this is where we would come. How many? Let me think. I wouldn't have any diamonds here because they would all have been in my end chest, which is my current end chest. But this was the start of an item sorter, which I always had issues with. The filters getting broken in. Now I know how to prevent that from happening, but not really going to. Leave me alone. And then villager breeder for this season was this way for me. Right here. This was what I used as a villager breeder. So back there was not a village. That was completely made by us. While we're here, there's a zombie siege currently going on. But essentially, I just took over this village, walled it off completely, lit it up, and made this house that is literally just a bunkhouse with a ton of beds in it. Removed almost every... No, I did. I removed every workstation other than the composters and added a ton of composters. So essentially, all these villagers are just, you know, they just bred simply because they were here. This is my villager trap. So if this were a complete tripwire, you can see there's one string missing here. They would walk across and then they would fall into there. I don't want to go down there. But once they're down here, they would come down here, they would get stuck there, or well, just somewhere along this line, really. And then dispense a minecart, which would shoot them off to, I don't really know where. I don't remember where that went to. But yeah, you can see the village was kind of in this giant cave opening. That's why there's all the spruce wood covering it. This took a long time and was certainly not the best organized project. But 90% of what I do is not the best organized project, so, you know. Let's go find a portal so that we can get back home. to the actual server. I could run over to the industrial area. But I had a few farms and things over there, but I don't think it's really that worth it. I'm not going to set my spawn over here. And I left the door open. That's fine. But as you can see, if we go through the nether, it takes us to, or the nether portals, it takes us to our current nether. Which is kind of funny in a way. But then if we go back through the portal, it takes us to the current world. So I actually don't know where I'm at. This is not a good idea. I wonder whose base this is. We're apparently going to figure out whose base this is. It is someone's base. It looks like they were making a perimeter of sorts. Let's see which way we need to head. Not that way. This way? This way. Okay, I know where we're at now. Yep, let's go. Yep, I know that path. This takes us right back to here. And now we can go home. And stand on magma blocks and get my controls mixed up. Wow. Anyways, so let's go ahead this way. Let's go over. That's a little tight down there. For flying, at least. Boop. And also not falling into lava. Or else I'm about to die a bunch of times. Also, I do not know why I always am getting the glitch of going to like somewhere else and then coming out to the portal. I'm not sure. Not sure. Alright. Alright, now we're back. Now let's actually get going on this project. So, I've decided we're not going to put anything along this wall, because if we do, then we're just going to lose a bunch of space along this wall, like that much space. So I want to not do that. And then it'll also kind of feel more cramped as you're walking in, I guess. Not that that's really an issue for me, but, you know, that's what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. So I want to have it where I can have shulkers. I did not measure anything. So we have shulkers, which will be filled up. And then we're going to have chests on top. Shulker. Or shulker. That's not... My brain is clearly not functioning properly today. So we're going to design the system like this, which isn't typically how I do it. But maybe... Now, see, the sorting system that I use is tileable, but I may not want to yawn. I may want to make it not tileable just so that this shulker seems more accessible. At the same time, it wouldn't be horrible if put the shulker here, put that hopper there. That way, if there's not a ton of items in this system, stuff from here will drain into the shulker still. So, yeah. Well thought through. Well thought through. There we go. I think that might be the better way to go with this. So, have that. I think we'll leave it as this much as far as storage. One thing which I do need to make sure to do is build in an overflow, because 90% of the time I end up with overflow. So that is our overflow. It's just going to essentially funnel stuff out to a giant bulk sorter. Yeah. So if we get too much, or not bulk sorter, just bulk chests everywhere. and maybe to an item burner after that. I don't think I'll be generating that much in excess items though. So, what should we build the redstone on? Yeah, we'll use this. And we are going to need torches and repeaters and comparators and hoppers. Technically this can be done with pistons, but that's slower. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but it's just straightforward. Why am I yawning? Jeez. But it is also not my design, so I will say that much. Impulse SV, the Hermit made this design, which is what I'm going to use. And he made it years ago, actually, and it still functions really well. I'm just completely forgetting what sticks. Why don't I try to keep this looking somewhat organized in here? Probably can't do that. And of course my wooden one isn't. So we'll just use some of the wood in our inventory to make sticks, instead of trying to use sticks that are already made. Or from trees, which would be at my tree farm, which there's a lot of sticks there. See if I can actually remember how to make this one. So I think... yeah, okay. That, I believe, is correct. Wait, do I need to make this one block lower? No, because the filter needs to be on top. So I could just go over, go back through the nether, where we died earlier, and just copy what I have there. But that'd be too easy. I have to try to think through this, right? And make the wheel, I guess. I don't really need to. I'm trying to do this one by memory today. All right, there we go. I don't have scaffolding on me. Do I have scaffolding on this world? Or have I just been using ladders? I've probably just been using ladders. That sounds like me, just using ladders. So, yeah, I think I've just been using ladders. Probably because I'm not the person who has the most in the way of bamboo. I actually don't know if I have any bamboo. I actually don't know. I've been to a jungle. I have jungle trees. Jungle saplings. I think I've been to a jungle. But I don't think I have any bamboo. That might be something we need to get. That is something we can use for furnace fuel as well. So. Up like so. Jump up here. Alright, hopper needs not to face down. Okay. No, wrong way. That way. Boom, boom. Okay. Face hopper. Hopper can face either direction. I'm going to face it that way. And then water stream on top. I think we'll go water stream. That way this can be fast. But idea is I don't have any filter blocks with me. I have 1 XP level, so I can make them. But put items in here. I don't remember how many. Let's test it real quick. I do need to use a renamed item. because if I'm using a water stream, it will go too quickly if I just use something like normal stone. And it will break the system. It will. Trust me. It will break it any... Where's my anvil? I thought I had an anvil here. Did I break my anvil? I could have broken my anvil. Great, and I had my precious box down there. Okay. Alright, so I have finally gotten my brain somewhat more together. But as you can see, it's 45 items total, which can be in the hopper before it will stop. No, that's the max. If I added one more, it would then start letting items through. So what we can do is, since those are on the first slot, we can go like that, right? This is how many items are left. So this is how you want to make this filter. So you have one item here, right? This is the item which you're filtering out. And then you have your filter items, 41. I would recommend using this instead of letting these stack up to 41. Wait, no, hold on. That's backwards. No. You want this to be the one. Yeah, so you just want 4 filter items in it. Or else the signal strength can get too strong and it will trigger the next one over. So, or it will open up the next one over, which typically with this is not a good thing. There's probably a use for having it be able to trigger the one next to it. Probably in like a game or something like that. But I have a hard time seeing why you'd want that to happen, though. I mean, maybe you do. And what I mean by triggering is letting the items through. So because we don't have hoppers down below to pull things out, they're just going to go into this hopper, but that's fine for demonstration purposes. So as you can see, I'm going to just throw these in here. And then I'm going to put the dark oak in there, and we need more. Let's just grab all of it. Let's just grab all of it. So 41 in there, 41 in there, right? That sounds right, doesn't it? So this needs to always stay at the 41, right? If here we go and we throw a full stack on top, right? Which can happen with the water stream. You can have a full stack of the item go across the top of this hopper at once, technically. And as you can see right now, this is not being affected. This isn't losing its items, right? With this whole stack, it's slowly transferring the items through down to the ones below, down to the hoppers below. If we make this 41, as you can see, this has started letting items through, which is bad because now if you only have, because this will drain it down till there's only one item left. If we only had one item in this, then all of a sudden this thing's filter item would be gone, which would allow any item to come in and become a new filter item. Or remove more of these filter blocks and drain the filter blocks down into the chest below as well, which would, as if you have like a shulker box, you end up with 40 filter blocks down there. You're like, okay, why? Anyways, that's why it's best to have your filter block, or the block you want filtered out, to be the one that's allowed to stack up to a full stack. This also gets you a little bit of wiggle room if you accidentally drop one or two of your filter blocks into the sorting system. If you, of course, drop the whole stack, you'd have that issue that I was just talking about. But it does give you a little bit better leeway should you have any issues with it. So that's how the system works. And if you want to not have items go down it, just add an extra filter block in there. Like if you're just waiting, like if you want a specific item to go down a certain storage cell, but you don't have it yet, you can just put an extra filter block in, and then once you get that item, you can throw it in there. You only need one at the start, right? You just need one, and then anything additional that goes in will just add to it, and then trickle down to the number that, or down to 41 in the hopper, and then be good. And I have noticed sometimes you do get this, the locked items here, which means, oh, hold on. Great. Better idea for how to do this. I just remembered how I normally do this. So let's do it the way I normally do it. The way that won't be broken. And my inventory is now full. I do not want to sell this, thank you. Okay. That is not right. Unfortunately, so you saw how the items were stuck in the hoppers. It's because this hopper, whenever this block is powered, it's this hopper which is preventing, or which is getting powered by this block, which is being powered by the redstone torch. And this hopper is stopped from pulling items down from the one above. So what we really need is the overflow. I'm losing my voice for some reason. To be down below it by 1. That way items in the overflow don't get broke or don't get stuck where they are. So let's go back up top. I just got a text message from someone. From my dad, actually. I should probably check that soon. So there. And I guess how this means we're going to need to have our system set up is actually 1 block lower, which is fine. That's just extending that out by 1 more block. Not bothered by that at all. And then for the ones of these which we have, or which we want to have shulkers of, like, for example, dark oak and apparently air, because there's nothing in this shulker box, we can just run extra hoppers down, and then we're going to end up with the shulker in the floor in front. This is actually going to function properly. Items will still get stuck in these hoppers, I believe. Let's check that real quick. It should still be stuck, or get stuck in here. Elytra and ladders is not very enjoyable. Just saying. Okay, let's get on top of the ladder then. There we go. Actually, I don't think that was an elytra and ladders thing, but you know. Okay. So let's see. It picked up a bunch of items. Once it stops, so once that gets down to 41, let's see. Okay, so nothing got stuck that time. I do believe it is somewhat random if the items get stuck or not. I don't know for sure though. But if this hopper were to fill up, then any items from down here would have no problem just sliding across. Oh, wait, hold on. Whenever the hopper is facing down like that, it moves the items through fast enough. That's what it is. Fast enough that these won't lock the item into the hopper. So you prevent one item from being stuck in circulation in the process of doing it this way. Though it does, as you can see, cost... I mean, if you don't do it this way, it costs one extra hopper. So, not too bad. Certainly a little bit more expensive, of course, because that's 10 iron, or that's 5 extra iron ingots multiplied by, however many of these you're making. I'm going to use that. I don't think all of them are going to have the shulkers at the bottom. I think some of them will just be the 2 chests. And then I think everything beyond 2 chests, because I don't tend to use that many materials at once, is going to get burned. Anything beyond it. So, anyways, guys, that is all that I have for today. We did not get as far as I'd hoped, but we kind of did a little world tour from an old world, even though I know we had done that one on stream, which you should check out, by the way, and go drop a follow if you think you'd be interested in watching some of my live streams. I can't stream super consistently, unfortunately, but I do try to stream Friday afternoon and Sunday early afternoon. So Friday evening, Sunday afternoon. And that is based off of Pacific time, so west coast of the US. Yeah, so that's it. I will hopefully get more of these things built. I certainly have enough iron back at my mining base, and certainly have enough wood in my inventory to make a decent number of hoppers to be able to extend this out a ways. And redstone is also not an issue, really. So anyways, guys, thank you all. That is the wrong button. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. I hope that you're able to find it interesting. Have a great time. I hope that I can put out another episode next week. That would be awesome if I could. If not, then try. You can go down to Discord, see what's up. I put updates down there as to releases and stuff. I may start using the community tab on YouTube as well.